Hello everyone, my name is Incoherence and welcome back to the Mordor campaign. Last episode, I had mentioned that I was going to fight a few battles off camera, and I have done. I had Dawn Death destroy roughly a stack of dwarves up here, and then I had our good friend Dwarf Lord of Terror destroy Captain Gloin just south of Arundel. And then there was another stack here as well I forgot about. But basically, in all, I think it was about 4,000 dwarves we slew, plus 4 dwarf lords, including, there was Thror. I don't think it was the Thror, though. I think it was a Thror. You know, it wasn't Cher, but it was a Cher. Or Madonna. It wasn't the Madonna. It was a Madonna. Man, you'd have to be some kind of asshole to name your kid Madonna. And the sad thing is, I'm sure that there are, in fact, people that are named Madonna after the pop star. And I'm sure, at some point, one of them may even watch this video. Just my luck, wouldn't that be fucking great? Someone leaves a comment. I'm actually named Bono. Anyway, we killed Thror as well as Fili, who was, of course, one of the dwarves in Bilbo's party. And he was about 900 years old. So we finally just, you know, put an end to his misery. And now we've surrounded King Dain the Tyrant just outside of Bjorn's halls, who, or rather, which is now garrisoned by G. Endeared Dawn Death, Lord of Terror. I just moved his stack in there for the time being because I wasn't sure exactly what Captain Fundin was going to do. As far as I can tell, Dawn Death is not able to destroy him this turn, so we might have to get the remnants of our armies to do the dirty work. Do the deed, as it were, afterwards. And then, of course, we can have his body wash up on the shores of the river here, and he's gonna feed the fishes. Anyway, I think we ought to jump into the battle here. I got Lieutenant Lugdush the Honorable, which is, of course, Dawn Death's left-hand man, right-hand man. Well, he could very well have a right-hand man and a left-hand man. You know, when he wakes up in the morning, like the left-hand man puts on his left steely gauntlet, and the right-hand man puts on his spiked right gauntlet, so on and so forth. When they serve him a sandwich, they do it each with a half. It's very bizarre, but anyway, I've had Lugdush the Honorable. He's going to help Adunafel the Quiet, the Honorable. He's going to help slay King Dain the Tyrant, because King Dain has no missiles to speak of, except, of course, for some axe throwers, but we can easily avoid them. So I was thinking we could utilize all of these catapults. I think we have we have 4 catapult units, and we can just shred them from afar and then charge in with all of our masses and masses of infantry. Man, some of the battles I fought, it was just... There was some heroic last stands from the dwarves. The one thing about the dwarves is they will not break, okay? I had to destroy a bunch of units with Iron Guard, with fucking just trash units. Raiders, Orc Band. That was not a Dunafel, but rather Dwarf Lord of Terror. That was his army. I had just a shit ton of raiders surrounding Iron Guard, and yeah, they fought to the last man. It took the Oleg High to bring them down, essentially. It was crazy. Anyway, enough babbling from me. Let us fight King Dain the Tyrant. I don't think we want the army to be controlled by the AI, and in fact, I've got 3 slots here, so I don't think I want... We'll get Lugdush in, and in exchange, we'll put a unit of... Oh, well, I can't actually move any units out of his army. Can I move Lugdush out of the army? No, I cannot. Okay, so it looks like we're only going to have perhaps 3 units of catapults, but still, that's better than 0 units of catapults. You know how that old saying goes. 3 catapults is, or rather, catapult batteries, I should say. 3 catapult batteries. As our good friend Napoleon would say, 3 artillery batteries are better than 0 artillery batteries. Okay, we're gonna slay King Dain. He himself has a few units of Iron Guard, which are the most terrifying units in his army. Unfortunately, he kind of has a weak army. Obviously, a lot of his troops are veterans, but some of the armies I destroyed off camera had more scary units, like the Dragon Slayers. There was, I think, 3 or 4 units of Iron Guard that Dwarf Wa destroyed with his shit tier army, so it's not looking so good for King Dane. But anyway, again, enough rambling from me. Let's hop right into the battle. I'll see you guys on the battlefield. So I've had actually quite a bit of success with the whole body pit of my orc bands. I have them in a loose formation, and I kind of send this front line of spears forward, and it's sort of like it's a bait and switch, as it were. Like, I put my spears up front, and then I retreat and basically draw the dwarves out of their line, and then I just bog down the center of their line out of position with my orc band, because I find that the dwarves do not kill my troops nearly as quickly as, say, the elves do. The elves just fucking cut through shit. The higher tier dwarf units, of course, cause lots of damage, but yeah, not nearly as much as some of those elf units. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's supposed to represent like how agile they are, whereas the dwarves are, you know, not. We're gonna try to hit these dwarves center mass with our catapults. I don't know how successful we'll be, and I'm not sure if these catapults will be able to arrive. Oh no, we're actually not that far off. Let's see if we can get them right about there. Get Lugdush to move up. If they charge us, I'd be very surprised. Maybe they will, because we have a missile advantage. Let's shell them. Oh yeah, well, now we're doing some fucking damage. Shit. We're not really hitting any valuable units, though. I want to hit the Iron Guard, definitely. Definitely. Let's hit the axe throwers? No, the axemen, dwarven axemen. They don't have any shields, and I mean, as far as dwarves go, they're lightly armored. They only have chainmail. No plate mail to speak of. Actually, we could probably just tell them to attack move, and then they'll just fire when they get into range. Okay. Shazam. 2 more blasts into the front lines of that Iron Guard. It seems to me that they're pretty resilient. We're not hitting them that much. Are we getting hit with crossbow fire? We definitely are. Okay. Not much of it, though. Not enough to be afraid. Man, I really wanted to get my 4th catapult unit in here. 3 troll catapults. That would be a sight to behold. Man, look at these guys. They're mingling now. They're, well, fraternizing. Is that the correct word? Now's not the time to pick your ass and shoot the shit with your friends, okay? I know it's very exciting to see, you know, more trolls on the battlefield, but oh shit, there we go. Directamundo. Unfortunately, the dwarves have drawn themselves into a particularly thin line. Okay, we'll go for these dwarven warriors. Let's try to skirmish these crossbows a bit, make sure they don't fire. We'll have to use good old Adunafel to sort of intercede here, and we'll just have to be careful of the axe throwers as well. We do not want him to get hit in the head with some axes. That would be disastrous. Possibly the worst outcome. Luckily, they're just shooting at our orc band, and they're doing very few casualties. The crossbows are really more... Oh, shit, that was a good one. More suited for, you know, heavily armored opponents, but of course, we all know this. Okay, so we're now getting into range. We can probably get a charge off here. Oh, okay, yeah, now we're... oh, God. We're doing a bit of damage now. Oh, God, we gotta... Oh, shit. We gotta be careful with the Dunafel now. He's asking for some fucking trouble. Okay, we've already roasted 10% of their army. Oh boy. Oh boy. This is giving me a bit of a chubby. If I could get a shot center mass of those Vault Wardens, oh boy, that would really do me. I'd be thinking about that one for a couple days, couple nights. Now, unfortunately, the crossbows have kind of, well, they're not even firing, so I think we'll be fine where we are. Let's just make sure the, oh, good God, we really didn't hit as much as I thought we did there. It just looked good. Sort of a fireworks situation. Okay, let's just speed through this. The crossbows have moved forward. Let's charge them. Make sure they don't get too many volleys off. We're only at 10% now. We may even be able to just route them off the field. That would be great. That would be great. I think we should target the nobleman. I know I realize I'm changing targets very frequently here. I'm not sure who I want to prioritize. I definitely think the nobleman, the center of the mass, and then the Iron Guard as well. It's probably a good mix. Okay, so we've oh, we're receiving a few axes. There was a singular axe. It's this ballsy motherfucker. Look at him go. Oh, that was a close one. We nearly roasted one of our Numenorian friends. That would be a tough one to explain. Can you imagine getting that letter? It would be like Saving Private Ryan, but just a million times more ridiculous. Oh shit, there we go. That was a good shot on those axemen. Okay, so I realize this is going to be pretty dull. Pretty dull to watch. So we'll have to, well, not want to microing our cav, but are the axe throwers going to retreat? They are, okay. Yeah, we can just continuously charge these crossbows and retreat before the axes get any ideas. Oh, they're they're primed and ready. And apparently, when they throw their axes, they are assisted by some sort of bowstring, because that's the sound they made. Oh man, we're having trouble hitting those nobles. I really want... If I could just kill King Dane with a catapult bolt, oh boy. I don't even know what I would do. I wouldn't know what to say. I really wouldn't. Okay, so the axe throwers are in an extremely loose formation. If they get any ideas, we could probably just fucking destroy them. Looks like we're out of arrows, so let's get these guys off the field and potentially get that other unit of crossbows in. And we're receiving fire. From... what? Are they really throwing that far? Good God. Or is it these 12 crossbows? Oh man, speaking of balls, I'm telling you, these guys, they, just massive iron balls. That would be, that would certainly be... Oh, I thought that was going to be a good one. A strange requirement to be... Oh, that was a good one. To join the Iron Guard, you must have quite literally... You must have iron balls. Oh, shit, we just received a full volley of axes and lost a single horseman. So apparently it's not as bad as I thought it would be. I just figured that these axes are probably like an AP shot. I would like to avoid that at all costs. Actually, no, we did lost a few men there. 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 or 5 potentially from that volley. I'm not sure. I wasn't paying attention fully. Should we just engage? I almost wonder. It seems sort of in poor taste, you know, to just shell them like this. Although I am quite... Oh my God, look at that. The Iron Guard down to 60 men. Okay, let's change targets here. I really want to hit the fucking nobles, but I'm having a hell of a time. Actually, I should be targeting these Iron Guard as well. Okay, who's hitting what? You're targeting the axe throwers, you're targeting the Iron Guard, and you're targeting the nobles. Okay, let's speed up time here. Gonna go back in time. So this sort of ruins the whole appeal of the catapults. If you can't see the shots actually landing, it ruins the thematic feeling of it a little bit. The cinematic. Like, look at this. It's just it doesn't even look like anything. It doesn't look like anything's happening. All I know is that we're not actually killing anything. We're receiving some crossbow bolts as well. Oh, these fucking guys. These 9 dickheads here dodging fucking catapult bolts as best they can. Oh, no. I'm telling you, these fucking nobles are apparently immune to catapult fire. There's some sort of force field around them, just changing the trajectory of every single shot we send their way. Oh God, now we're on to the... Oh, we're sending the rotting meat their way. You know, times are tough when we're having to send in the heads. Okay. I think we ought to engage pretty quickly here. We'll just use up these 2 units. Okay, we actually hit some axe throwers there. And then we will descend upon them. Yeah, stop firing. Stop firing. Everyone, please. Actually, what other ammunition do you have? Just the heads and the flaming ammunition. Okay. That's fine. We don't need to utilize any of that. Okay, let's send in the shit. Send in the garbage troops. See, we can just envelop their entire line with these orc bands. Pretty good. Pretty great. Now, I know there's some hidden units in there, so we have to be a little bit careful, but... basically, I think this is very much in the bag. We've already killed roughly 30% of their army. Man, if they fled off the field right now, I would shit myself in rage. I would violently excrete feces. I'm sorry. I know it's disgusting for me to say, and you'd probably rather not hear it, but it's just that's how strongly I feel about how much a shame that would be. Okay, if we could draw some of their units out of this line with the shit tier orc band and then bog them down, that would be ideal. Especially if we could get the axe throwers exposed on the rear, perhaps. I know it's a bit of a double entendre there, but let's stay civil, shall we? Okay, now we got some Iron Guard charging out. Let's pull back. Oh, they're actually committing quite heavily. Let's pull back a little bit while our flanking forces, you know, head around their flank. We got some maulers, we got some raiders, and some shitty old mountain trolls, of course. Okay, what do we got? We got the axe throwers out the back. Let's engage now, actually. We'll get the Morning Guard to engage in the center, I think, because I don't want my center to crumble easily. Okay, so let's charge them in the rear. Get the mountain trolls to maybe take out the axe throwers. I'm not sure. Dwarven warriors. Yep, let's do that. Okay, we're taking a huge amount of casualties in our shit tier units immediately. That's to be expected. Let's get these guys in the center. Orc bodyguards around the. Actually, yeah, around the flank. Why not? Okay, so we've charged these axe throwers, and apparently they're quite resilient. Let's get all of our infantry to chase them down. That should help. Oh, our mountain trolls have penetrated it. No, that's exactly where I wanted them. I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay, what do we got? We've got a unit of maulers, which I want to engage those noblemen in the rear, and the raiders will charge the axe throwers, because that will take them inevitably to the center of the line. Let's get our cav disengaged. Get our catapults off the field. We don't need them to get caught out by a routing unit or some shit. Okay, what do we have here? This is an Iron Guard unit. Let's get them surrounded. And charge those warriors, sure, with our cav. Actually, well, it's too late now to charge the nobles, but they're surrounded now by all sorts of melee units, armor-piercing units. I've lost a mountain troll in the center. Let's pull our men out while our infantry gets engaged here. Oh shit, we've already broken those axe throwers. They're fighting to the death. Did we just lose another troll? Oh no, that's just some rotting meat. That's delicious. That's exactly what I want to see. Okay, so we've got some Dwarven Axemen, which are easy to break. Iron Guard surrounded. Okay, we're already taking quite a few casualties, and we're losing trolls. Okay, what are you guys doing? Where are you taking? Oh, I see. Alright, we've already lost quite a bit of cav, unfortunately, so we'll just keep them on the periphery for now. These nobles are going down. There's only like 19 of them left. This unit of trolls faring quite a bit better. I think they're just fighting regular old Dwarven warriors, if I'm not mistaken. Axe throwers and things. We should be utilizing them to break the Iron Guard, because the Iron Guard are ridiculously... Oh shit, they've actually broken through the center here. The Vault Wardens have turned around. Very bizarre. What the fuck is happening? Oh shit, we've lost 4 of these mountain trolls. God damn. Okay, let's take out these warriors. I think I can make them break pretty easily, especially if I let off Nazgul's Screech. Can we get a good charge? Not particularly. Okay, we're beginning to take casualties in this unit as well. I'm not really sure what the dwarves are doing. See, here's why I pulled my catapults out. This fucking guy right here. 79 dwarven warriors trying to flee. Good God. It seems to me they're just scattering in all directions, actually. I don't know what's going on. Okay, I need to pause and kind of get reacquainted with the battle line because it's so messy now. Units pulling out, like your father should have done, and we've got 2 nobles left. Once we take out King Dain, I think we'll probably just shatter the army. King Dain probably going to be the last man standing. Oh, there he is. Let's watch. Oh god, yeah, he's just getting mobbed by 2 units of maulers, some raiders, and everything. Man, these warriors refusing to break. There we go. There goes King Dain, the tyrant, the dwarven tyrant of all things. Now, I know that this battle has pretty much taken up the entire episode so far. I think it was worth it. I think it was worth it to shell the dwarves. It was worth it to kill King Dain. And I guess, yeah, these guys are just going to get away. Interesting. Unless, of course... You know what, Dawn Death, he had spiders in his army, and that's just... They're a really crucial unit to how I play my armies of Mordor. They're able to run down so many routing units. They're almost indispensable. You know what I'm saying? Okay, you know, because then we're not relying so heavily on our cav units, our Nazgul. Although I kind of have a sinking suspicion, you know, an inkling that we're not going to be able to break those units that are fleeing with just our cav alone. Vault Wardens and Warriors and Axemen. I think the Axemen we probably could... Oh shit. Taking casualties. Bizarre. Who is still fighting here, by the way? We have a few Vault Wardens who are trying to flee. 90% of their army gone. Adios, amigo. Adios, compadre. You are a worthy opponent. That's my, like, telenovela voice. I don't know if you guys enjoy that or not. It's basically just a really shitty, like, Antonio Banderas impersonation. Okay, so we've charged these Dwarven Axemen, and they are wavering. Oh my god, we just... we tore them apart. My god. Okay, they've routed. Interesting. That went smoothly. I think the Vault Wardens, we can do the same. We'll try for the Dwarven Warriors, though, because I'd prefer to get that big, chunky unit off the field rather than on a campaign map. Actually, you know what? I think we've pretty much won the battle. So... Wait a minute. Who is over here? Iron Guard, 13 of them. We've won the battle. Okay, so I think what I'll do is I'll just run down these guys. I will... Actually, let's see if we can get, like, a cinematic shot here. Whoop. Good God. It's a tough day to be a Dwarven Warrior, I'll tell you what. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna slaughter these guys and as many of these dwarves as... Oh, they fucking broke immediately. I'm gonna slaughter these guys. You know what I'm saying. I'll see you out on the old campaign map. So there you have it. We've killed King Dain, his army, and all of his dwarven pals. Only 40 of them left. Shit. That's roughly 97% of their army, 20% of our army, and I'm really curious to see who killed the most. Obviously, it was the trolls. Actually, the catapult did really well. The troll catapults, not so much. For some reason, our own... Well, I think the troll catapults were further away, first of all. The trolls have done well. I guess it was really just our general that carried the day. All right, well, that's interesting. I feel as if we can end the turn and just get a cursory glance as to what the next episode is going to bring, or rather the next turn. Well, no, next turn, next episode, one and the same. Regicide has expired. Oh, I mean, I think that is regicide, is it not? Interesting. Okay, so these are remnants of dwarven armies. That's just fine. We'll leave Dawndeath and his lieutenant just outside Bjorn's halls. Dunefell in position next turn to take out those dwarves, led by Captain Fundin. Or rather, Captain Fundin, the greatest fundraiser this side the River Risen. Alright, let's end the turn and see what next episode will bring. Here we go. Okay, you know what? I'm really glad we ended the turn because a lot of shit has happened, my god. First things first, the Dwarven King is dead. The lords know not whether to find fear or comfort in this knowledge. Very bizarre. I don't even know what that means. Is that some sort of scripting event? The next thing is that the old Ents are going to war. Here they are. It's Treebeard. Okay, the Ents are going to war. Now something is about to now something is about to happen. Oh god. Treebeard has arrived.
It will be an honor defeating you.
By himself. Very bizarre. Let's get old let's get Screaming Maw here to take a look at Treebeard. Oh god. Oh my god! They're living trees! They're terrifying! Ah! Ents, a single unit of Ents. I was expecting like half a stack of Ents. Unless of course they've sort of positioned themselves throughout the woods. Is it really just Treebeard himself?
I respect you.
Well, that's disappointing. I have a feeling we're going to need to hold on to these troops, actually. So, I think what we ought to do is batter these Rohirrim back, surround Treebeard on the bridge here with Captain Uglier as well as Lagduff the Honorable. We can eliminate him so we don't have to worry about Treebeard himself, of course. I'm very curious to see whether more Ents come or not. We've also built a practice range in Woldburg. We've built a couple shrines, Fangorn, Foldburg. We're trying to, I guess, assimilate the West. We've received a gift of 2,000 gold coins, which makes me think that we're actually losing 2,700 per turn. Despite all the losses we've taken, we're still not doing so good. Okay, Dol Guldur apparently is having issues with plague, so Dwaravois, Zaglon, and Captain Musgash have all been affected. But Dwaravois is way the fuck up here. Why does he have the plague? That's a bit bizarre. I'm sure maybe I have a feeling as well that that plague is actually from the last turn, whenever the fuck we played that. Okay, so looks like the dwarves have marched north. Actually, interestingly enough, I did see something kind of crazy up north. Muzzag saw an entire elven stack in this fort, and now they're gone. So where did they go? Oh, I did not mean to do that. Oh, he survived. Good God, Muzzug, you motherfucker. You're now inconspicuous. I have a feeling they marched north, and I just did not see it occur. I'm telling you, there was an entire elven stack in that fort. The Dalish pushed back Rune a little bit, destroyed some stacks. What do we got in Dale itself? Oh boy, big armies. We're gonna have some issues, I think, utilizing Uvatha the Horseman. We're gonna have to use him as reinforcements, perhaps, for Dwaravois, who has a pretty sizable army. We're gonna move him north. That was a bit risky, actually. I just realized there could have been elves in them hills. Do we have any... it doesn't look to me like we can grab any reinforcements, or... Well, let's see. Can we merge these guys into 2 units? Yes, we can. We'll grab one. We'll send them to Eminfuin. Okay, we've got some troops heading to Rosgabel. Actually, we have some reinforcements for Bjorn's Halls. These guys can head to Erendalan. Yeah, so next turn, we're going to continue moving up north with both Dondeth and Adunafel. Adunafel may take a slight detour to deal with Nethranwin. Whatever his name is. As for the mountain fort, still undecided what we're going to do there. I think we need to wait. Sauron marching ever westward. Once he arrives, we'll figure out what the fuck he's going to do. Shagtak heading up to, apparently, Emendafuin. Okay. Yeah, you know what? A lot of this we can do next episode. This episode's getting a little long in the tooth. So, I want to say, everyone, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed that battle. I realize that it took up the majority of the episode, but for me, personally, it was worth it. I hope it was worth it for you, alright? I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, leave a like, leave a comment. As always, my name is Incoherence. This has been another episode of the Mordor campaign, and I will see you guys all later.